And now to talk about our module of the week, let's bring in Martin Anderson Klutz, Senior Solutions Engineer at Acquia and maintainer of a number of modules of his own. Martin, what do you have for us this week?
Thanks, Nick. Today we're going to be talking about the Whoops integration module. Now, to be clear, the machine name of this one is Whoops. There's actually a separate project called Whoops Error Handler, which is D7 only. Really what it does is it integrates a library to show more detailed error reporting for better debugging. Now, the module was created in June of 2016, and the current release is a 2.0 beta 1, which was released in December to provide Drupal 10 readiness. The module has been updated, I would say, over the years. It's sporadically updated, but definitely ready for Drupal 10 with that recent release. Actually has no open issues, and it's currently in use by 101 websites. Now, the maintainer, apologies to the maintainer if I mispronounce his name, but it looks like Ilke Bloke, who nominated the module in the Talking Drupal channel on the Drupal Slack. Now, the way the module works is within the error reporting, it not only shows the stack trace like you would get with your standard watchdog, but it also allows you for each of those lines in the stack trace to actually see the code that was referenced for every step. And additionally, it will list out kind of environment and other details like your get and post data that were part of the request, session or cookie data, and so on. So it really provides a much richer ability to kind of troubleshoot and drill into different errors that might be reported, all directly within the Drupal UI. Obviously, because of the amount of information it's showing, in particular, kind of the code that the site is using, it's not something that should be used in a production environment. So, when you require it with Composer, better to use the dev flag, and then potentially use something like config split to make sure that, even if the module makes it up to production, that it won't be enabled. So that being said, anyone have any thoughts about the Whoops module?
Yeah, as you said, there's been some discussion about this in the Talking Drupal Slack channel, but I'm definitely gonna have to check this out. I mean, even just the convenience of being able to see the code directly is huge. I mean, I'm forever like looking at a stack trace and then we go, okay, let me find that code, especially if it's not code that I've written. If it's custom module that I've written, like that's usually easier to find and figure out what I did wrong. But when you're digging into something for core or for a contributed module or something, having that direct reference can be, I think, is critical. So I think I'm going to be installing this on a couple of projects in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's definitely something I wanted to start using more and more for, module development and so on. Just as you say, the ability to see the code directly in line, understand what it's doing, and I think that it's going to be super helpful in terms of understanding, where the problem actually lies, because sometimes it's not in, the top of the stack. It can be further down in terms of where the actual problem is.
Oh, thank you, Martin. And on to our primary topic.